What if I told you that Lil Baby, the Atlanta hit machine, the man who made every feature sound like a guaranteed Billboard placement, the rapper who went from street corners to sold-out arenas, is allegedly hanging it all up? That's right, rumors are swirling that Lil Baby is calling it quits, and fans are reacting like the world just ended. Twitter's on fire, TikTok is basically holding a candlelight vigil, and Instagram comments look like an apocalypse prayer circle. This isn't just a headline, it's an earthquake. Because Lil Baby wasn't just another rapper, he was the rapper, the one everyone leaned on for hits when their careers needed CPR. Losing him is like the NBA losing LeBron, the Kardashians losing a scandal, or McDonald's losing fries. Impossible to imagine, yet here we are. The incident that sparked this meltdown. Oh, it's messy. Industry pressure, personal breakdowns, and rumors so wild they make Blueface and Christian's drama look like Sesame Street. Fans are begging him to stay. Rivals are low-key celebrating. And the internet? It's melting faster than a popsicle in Atlanta heat. This isn't just retirement. This is a scandal dressed up as a farewell. And the truth behind it? Buckle in. It's going to be brutal. The rap world thrives on drama, but every now and then, a story drops that makes even the wildest scandals look like reruns of Sesame Street. And right now, that story is Lil Baby allegedly retiring from rap. Yes, you heard that right. The same man who became hip-hop's golden ticket. The rapper who could hop on anyone's song and turn it into a Billboard smash. The face of modern trap is supposedly calling it quits. And the way the internet has reacted, you'd think Beyoncé just announced she was never performing again. Let's rewind for a second. Lil Baby didn't stumble into fame. He didn't ride a wave of gimmicks or get carried by clout. He built his empire brick by brick, verse by verse. He went from the trenches of Atlanta to sitting courtside with Jay-Z and hanging out with billionaires, all while maintaining the image of the real hustler made good. His rise wasn't just impressive, it was inspirational. For fans, he wasn't just a rapper, he was proof that you could go from nothing to everything without ever switching up. And now, the same man is supposedly walking away. That's not just shocking, it's heartbreaking. So what happened? What's the incident? The breaking point? The trigger that turned Lil Baby's unstoppable momentum into whispers of retirement? Well, according to multiple leaks and insider gossip, it's a cocktail of burnout, industry pressure, and betrayal that finally boiled over. For months, fans had noticed cracks in Baby's armor. He looked tired during performances, his interviews sounded forced, and his once flawless delivery seemed weighed down with exhaustion. At first, people blamed it on the grind. After all, the man's been carrying the charts on his back for years. But then came the whispers. Allegedly, Lil Baby clashed hard with his label. Not over money, though you know that's always part of it, but over control. Baby reportedly wanted to slow down, take his foot off the gas, maybe even explore life outside the booth. But the industry doesn't care about mental health or family time. The industry cares about streams, about Billboard placements, about quarterly profits. To them, rappers aren't people, they're products. And as long as the machine is running, the machine must be used. Baby's hesitation to keep grinding allegedly led to explosive arguments behind the scenes. And the fallout left him questioning whether this career was even worth it anymore. When fans caught wind of this, Twitter basically had a collective panic attack. Lil Baby retiring? No way! One fan tweeted, racking up thousands of likes in minutes. Another wrote, if Baby quits, who even carrying the game? And perhaps the funniest, first Rihanna stopped making music, now Baby. God, take YK Osiris instead. The memes, as always, came fast and brutal. TikTok turned into a memorial service. Edits of Baby's biggest hits flooded the app, paired with captions like, he gave us classics and dipped, and the game will never be the same. Some fans filmed themselves fake crying to emotionally scarred, while others roasted them by posting skits like, me pretending to care about Baby retiring just so I can skip work. Leave it to TikTok to turn even a rap retirement into comedy. But here's the kicker. Lil Baby didn't confirm or deny a thing. Instead of addressing the rumors head-on, he pulled the oldest move in the rapper playbook. Silence. And that silence made the story 10 times louder. Every cryptic Instagram story, every vague tweet, every blurry studio photo became evidence for fans to dissect. One black screen post sparked thousands of comments like, this it, he's done. Another emoji-only tweet launched Reddit threads with titles like, Lil Baby sending secret retirement code. The internet, desperate for answers, basically turned into CSI Atlanta. Meanwhile, the blogs were working overtime. Headlines screamed across hip-hop media. Lil Baby done with rap, burnout or business move. The truth behind Baby's rumored retirement. Even mainstream outlets that usually ignore rap drama jumped in, because let's be real, Lil Baby's name sells clicks. Suddenly, every writer with Wi-Fi was diagnosing burnout and declaring the end of an era. But if you really want to understand why fans are freaking out, you've got to look at what Lil Baby represents. He isn't just another rapper with hits. He's the safety net of the rap game. The guy who could hop on a mediocre track and instantly elevate it. The guy other rappers begged for features when their careers were on life support. Losing him isn't like losing one star. It's like losing the glue that holds the whole thing together. And fans feel that. They aren't just mourning songs they won't get. They're mourning the stability he brought to an otherwise chaotic industry. Rappers come and go. Trends shift faster than TikTok dances. But Baby, he was consistent, dependable, reliable. And in a world where everyone's clout chasing, that kind of consistency feels priceless. Of course, not everyone was sad about the rumors. Rivals couldn't resist throwing shade. One Florida rapper with rainbow-colored hair, you know who, posted a clip laughing hysterically saying, "Baby retiring. Finally, you're gonna admit he mid." Fans annihilated him in the comments, but still, the trolling worked. His name trended right alongside Baby's, proving once again that hating pays. Even within the rap community, opinions were split. Some artists publicly begged Baby to stay, calling him the voice of the streets. Others whispered that maybe he'd peaked, that the game was ready for a new face. And that's what makes this scandal even juicier. It's not just about one man's career, it's about power, influence, and the future of the entire culture. So here we are, a rumor of retirement, fueled by leaks, silence, and endless speculation, has spiraled into a full-blown cultural crisis. Fans are crying, rivals are clowning, and the industry is panicking. And the craziest part, we're just getting started. Because the longer Baby stays silent, the wilder the reactions will get. This isn't just retirement talk. This is a scandal dressed as a farewell, and it's already tearing the internet apart. The internet loves chaos, but nothing fuels it more than celebrity meltdowns and mysterious retirements. And when the name attached is Lil Baby, arguably the most consistent hitmaker of the last 5 years, you can bet the drama didn't just trend. It dominated every single platform like a pandemic of paranoia. What started as a whisper about burnout turned into an all-out cultural spectacle. Let's start with the rap community's reaction, because rappers couldn't keep their mouths shut, even if their lawyers begged them to. Meek Mill jumped in first, posting one of his trademark motivational tweets. "Sometimes you gotta step back to protect your peace. Respect to Baby if he chooses himself over the industry." Sounds inspirational, right? Except fans weren't buying it. One reply went viral. "Bro, you need to step back from Twitter and protect our peace." Another fan added, "Meek turning Baby's retirement into a TED Talk nobody asked for." Still, Meek's tweet trended because the internet thrives on roasting as much as it does on mourning. Then came 21 Savage, whose commentary is always short, blunt, and devastatingly effective. He tweeted, "If Baby done, the game boring now." 14 words, and chaos ensued. Fans flooded his replies with memes of 21, and Dirk carrying the entire rap game like exhausted babysitters, with captions like, "These two gotta raise hip-hop now." The simplicity of Savage's comment became a meme itself, plastered on TikTok edits and IG captions. Drake, of course, had to make it poetic, because Drake can't just talk, he has to craft Hallmark-level cryptic messages. He posted an old studio photo of him and Baby with the caption, "Legends don't retire, they evolve." Naturally, this sparked speculation. Was Drake hinting at pulling Baby back into the booth? Was there a secret collab coming? Or was this just another vague OVO marketing tactic? Either way, fans lost their minds. YouTube commentators immediately uploaded reaction videos with thumbnails screaming, "Drake confirms Baby not retiring." Theories ran wild. Baby not retiring. Theories ran wild. But not everyone was supportive. Tekashi609, the Troll King, jumped into the spotlight like a moth to scandal. He went live on Instagram, cackling like a cartoon villain. "Finally, you're gonna admit Baby trash without the hype machine. He never been me." Within minutes, his live was bombarded with clown emojis and death threats from Baby's fans. But did Tekashi care? Of course not. His entire career is built on feeding off outrage. and Baby's alleged retirement was just another free buffet for him to gorge on. Boozy Badaz also gave us peak boozy energy. He ranted from the driver's seat of his car. "Man, Baby can't quit now! The game need Baby! Don't let these labels break you, dog!" He was loud, passionate, and raw, exactly what fans expect from Boozy. Within hours, his rant was remixed on TikTok into auto-tuned tracks, turning his words into mini-anthems. Some fans even joked, Boozy fighting harder for Baby's career than Baby himself. And then there were the fans, who turned the entire situation into digital theatre. On Twitter, one post read, "Lil Baby retiring? This worse than my parents' divorce." Another, "The rap game without Baby is like Popeyes with no biscuits, dry as hell." The memes were merciless. One viral image showed the Avengers carrying Iron Man, except Lil Baby's face was photoshopped on, with the caption, "Hip-hop carrying on without Baby." TikTok was even more ruthless. One skit showed a fan dramatically packing up their Jordans and chains, crying, "Since Baby retired, I'm retiring too." Another creator mocked the hysteria with a skit where they pretended to be Baby's label execs, scrambling to replace him with AI-generated rappers. Dark humor? Yes. Viral? Absolutely. But memes weren't the only reaction. Conspiracy theories started flooding Reddit faster than a new season of Stranger Things. Some fans insisted Baby wasn't really retiring. He was staging a fake exit to hype up a final album. Others swore he was leaving rap to run for political office, because why not? A few even suggested he was secretly building a mega business empire and using retirement as a cover. The wildest thread claimed Baby was quitting because he'd been blackballed by the Illuminati. That post racked up thousands of upvotes, proving once again that the internet will believe anything if it's wrapped in mystery. Meanwhile, blogs and podcasts spun the story into larger narratives. The death of trap music, screamed one headline. Is burnout the real enemy of modern rappers? Asked another. Some commentators argued Baby's alleged exit symbolized the end of an era, that the trap wave dominating since the early 2010s was finally running out of gas. Others saw it as proof that the rap machine eats its stars alive, burning them out before they hit 30. Whether you agreed or not, Baby's name was now tied to debates way bigger than his own career. And the industry itself? Oh, the SHOCKS were circling. Insiders leaked whispers about frantic boardroom meetings at Baby's label. Promoters reportedly scrambled to find replacements for festivals where Baby was booked to headline. Managers allegedly started throwing their artists' names into the mix, hoping to snatch the spotlight. Baby's silence created a power vacuum, and in hip-hop, empty thrones don't stay empty for long. But the real gasoline on the fire was Lil Baby himself, or rather his lack of response. While fans begged for clarity, while rappers and rivals fought online, while blogs declared the end of an era, Baby stayed silent. Not a word, just vague social media posts. A black screen here, a sad emoji there, maybe a blurry photo in the studio. The silence wasn't calming. It was maddening. It was fuel. Every post became a puzzle, every emoji a code. Fans dissected them like they were analyzing FBI documents. One blurry photo of him leaving a studio sparked a full-on theory. He retiring with a farewell album. It's coming. Another theory claimed he was trolling everyone, setting up a massive surprise tour. But that's the genius of it, intentional or not. Silence in hip-hop isn't absence, it's strategy. And Lil Baby's silence made the scandal bigger than any announcement ever could. By the end of the week, the scandal wasn't just about whether Lil Baby was retiring. It had mutated into a full-blown cultural crisis. Fans were divided into camps. Believers who swore he was done, skeptics who thought it was all promo, and chaos lovers who didn't care either way as long as the drama kept flowing. And that division? That's what kept the story alive. Because the truth didn't matter anymore. What mattered was the spectacle, the drama, the entertainment, and Lil Baby's rumored retirement had given the culture all three in unlimited supply. When the noise reached its peak, one thing was clear. This wasn't just another rap rumor. Lil Baby's alleged retirement had become a cultural earthquake. The aftermath wasn't quiet reflection, it was pandemonium. Reputations shifting, industry players panicking, and fans splitting into factions like it was election season. First, let's talk about Lil Baby's reputation. Before this mess, he was considered bulletproof, the rap game's safest bet. He didn't need gimmicks like Tekashi, he wasn't drowning in drama like Blueface, and he didn't have the desperation of rappers chasing TikTok clout. He was reliable. Every feature, every hook, every tape, straight fire. But now, that image cracked. To some, Baby became a symbol of vulnerability. A man brave enough to walk away from a toxic system. To others, he looked like he was folding under pressure, quitting when the throne still had his name on it. And in rap, perception isn't just half the battle, it's the whole war. His inner circle didn't come out clean either. Fans began dissecting every single person around him, accusing them of being leeches, yes men, or outright snakes. If Baby's retiring, it's because of them, one viral tweet claimed, pointing fingers at his entourage. Suddenly, people who used to stand behind him on stage were being called out on blogs as freeloaders who drained him dry. Fair or not, the court of public opinion had spoken, and it was ruthless. Meanwhile, the industry scrambled. Lil Baby wasn't just another artist. He was a pillar. His music fueled streaming numbers, boosted collabs, and carried festivals. With him allegedly stepping away, executives panicked like Wall Street brokers watching stocks plummet. Boardrooms buzzed with one question. Who replaces him? Dirk? Youngboy? Maybe a rookie waiting in the wings? Nobody seemed big enough to fill Baby's shoes. Labels started throwing money at up-and-comers, trying to anoint the next Lil Baby overnight. Spoiler alert, you can't clone authenticity, no matter how many millions you throw at it. The cultural impact hit just as hard. Fans who grew up blasting Baby's songs in their cars, gyms, and headphones felt betrayed. They weren't just mourning music, they were mourning a role model, a blueprint for how to escape the grind and win big. Tweets like, "He can't leave us now," and "Not after everything we invested in him," flooded timelines. Fans acted like shareholders losing dividends, as if Baby owed them his entire career just because they streamed his tracks. It was messy, it was emotional, and it showed just how personal hip-hop can feel to its audience. Critics sharpened their knives too. Articles popped up left and right. The death of trap stardom, the burnout of a generation, Lil Baby, and the curse of fame. Pundits argued his alleged retirement was proof that the rap machine chews its stars up and spits them out. Others said it symbolized the end of an era, that the trap wave dominating since the 2010s was finally collapsing under its own weight. Whether you believed it or not, one fact was clear. Baby's name had become shorthand for a bigger cultural conversation about fame, burnout, and the future of hip-hop. But through all the noise, Lil Baby himself stayed silent. That silence became its own weapon. Every cryptic Instagram post, a black screen, a sad emoji, a blurry studio pic, turned into a riddle. Was he done? Was he trolling? Was he about to announce the biggest farewell album of all time? Nobody knew, and that uncertainty was maddening. In hip-hop, silence isn't absence, it's strategy. And Baby's silence only made the scandal grow. Streaming numbers told their own story. Ironically, the retirement rumors sent his catalog surging. Fans binged his music like it was about to be deleted tomorrow. My Turn climbed back into the charts. Songs like Drip Too Hard and The Bigger Picture were suddenly trending again. Everyone wanted to relive the golden era of Lil Baby before it supposedly ended. But at the same time, expectations skyrocketed. If Baby ever returned, his next move had to be flawless. Anything less than legendary would be labeled mid, and fans wouldn't forgive him. The internet has no chill when it comes to comebacks. Meanwhile, rivals used the chaos to stake their claims. Youngboy fans spammed Twitter with "YB never folded." Dirk supporters fired back, "Now the lane wide open for smirk." Even rappers with no real connection tried to ride the wave, posting cryptic respect to Baby tweets just to grab attention. The throne wasn't even officially empty yet, but the scramble to sit on it had already begun. And then came the wildest twist. A blurry video leaked of Lil Baby leaving a studio in Atlanta. Hood up, head down, no words, just him walking out. That clip alone sparked another explosion. Some swore it was proof he was recording a farewell album. Others said it meant he wasn't retiring at all, just trolling for hype. Hashtags like "Nah and Baby Back" and "Final Chapter" trended worldwide. The clip had no context, but in the scandal economy, context doesn't matter. Mystery is enough. Economy, context doesn't matter. Mystery is enough. That's the paradox of this whole saga. The truth about Lil Baby's retirement doesn't even matter anymore. What matters is the chaos it created, the spectacle, the entertainment. Fans, rivals, and the media are addicted to the drama, whether or not Baby himself ever confirms anything. And that's why the story isn't going away. Because this isn't just about Lil Baby, it's about the rap game itself. It's about how the culture treats its stars, how fans demand blood, sweat, and music until artists break, and how silence can shake the internet louder than any song. So what's next? That's the cliffhanger. Will Lil Baby officially announce retirement? Will he drop one last classic album to cement his legacy? Or will he pull a Jay-Z, retire for 6 months, and come back bigger than ever? Nobody knows, and that's exactly why the culture won't let it go. Because in hip-hop, retirements aren't endings. They're just plot twists, and Lil Baby's alleged retirement? It's the biggest cliffhanger of the year, and there you have it. The scandal that hijacked the culture. Lil Baby, the rapper who went from the trenches to being rap's golden ticket, now allegedly walking away from it all. Fans are crying harder than they did when Rihanna stopped making music. Rivals are scrambling to grab the crown like vultures at a buffet. And the internet is collapsing under the weight of memes, theories, and TikToks so dramatic they could win Oscars. But let's be real, this isn't closure. This is suspense, because in hip-hop, retirements are faker than WWE storylines. Today it's, I'm done. Tomorrow it's surprise, here's my farewell tour. So the real question isn't if Lil Baby is quitting, but what comes next? Is this the end of an era, or the start of the biggest comeback since Jay-Z lied to us about retiring? Now it's your turn. Drop your theories in the comments. Is Baby walking away for good, or is he cooking up something behind the scenes? Let's hear it. Because you already know the comments section is about to turn into a rap forum civil war. And while you're down there, smash that like button like it owes you money, subscribe harder than Lil Baby ran up Billboard charts, and ring that notification bell like the label's ringing his phone begging him not to quit. Because scandals don't sleep, and neither do we. This is the rap truth, where retirements are temporary, drama is permanent, and every mic drop is just the beginning of another storm. Stay tuned.